Today is Yom Kippur. At a Shabbat service, we would say Shabbat Shalom. Can you say Shabbat Shalom? But it's not Shabbat. So today, on any other holiday, you would say Chag Sameach, or Happy Holiday. Can you say that? Chag Sameach. Okay, but not on Yom Kippur. Nope. On Yom Kippur, we greet each other with the special phrase, Gamar Chatima Tova. May your name be sealed in the book of life to come. Let's try it one more time. Gamar. Chatima. We'll do it. Repeat after me. Gamar. Chatima. Tova. All right, that's great. Yom Kippur is a day for looking deeply at ourselves. Yom Kippur is a quiet day. We come to CRJ to think and pray. Our thoughts turn to God and the special part God plays in our lives. Our thoughts turn inward to ask, what kind of person have I been? Have I acted in this year? How have I acted in the year that passed? Did I always do the right thing? Did I always do my best? We look back to ask, could we have done a little bit better if we tried harder? Probably. Did we blame others when we should have blamed ourselves? On Yom Kippur, it's a time to say, I'm sorry, and really mean it. On Yom Kippur, we're being called to come and pray. Our prayers help us to learn to do better. We begin our prayers with a prayer to wake us up and to make us think. And with that said, we have a song, I think, do we?
Oh, yeah.
We have a reading first, actually.
A reading.
We have a reading by the Jacobs family. Come on up. They're going to share a reading with us.
Mm-hmm.
You're not coming up with your mom? You get a prize. You might win a car. Okay, if you don't want a new car, that's okay.
He's got a lot of years before he drives.
Yeah. Oh, you need reading?
Just this whole thing?
Yep. And then the bottom.
Are you coming up and helping me?
Come on, help Mom. There we go.
O Holy One of blessing, you give us the choice between light and darkness, to act right or wrong. You give us a chance to make peace with others and inside ourselves. You create and you recreate, allowing us to recreate ourselves and our world on the high holy days. With great wisdom and with great love, you care for your creations. How wonderful is your world, Adonai. O God of forgiveness and love, on this Yom Kippur, help us to change our ways. Give us the courage and strength to do what is right. Be with us when we do well, but also be with us in our moments of weakness. When we miss the mark, show us your love and patience. Grant us always the wisdom to change and the strength to try to change. We praise you, the one God, source of forgiveness and kindness, who helps us to be the one with ourselves.
Thank you, Miss Amanda. And by the way, just so you know, spread the word, because Miss Amanda is our new preschool director. So if you're interested for your family or someone you know that would like to go to the best preschool, I'm just saying, because it's ours, the best preschool in Orlando at a synagogue, the only preschool at a synagogue, see Miss Amanda and she'll tell you about it. She knows a lot about it. She's awesome. We love her. But we're going to warm up with a song. I've never heard this song, Canner. This is new to me.
Oh, well, the kids have. A lot of
They
kids
have? All right.
Yep, and the choir will help you sing the chorus. But
Cool.
everyone, if you wouldn't mind, make a little fist, right? And you're going to just tap your heart lightly. Tap your heart, right? We're saying to ourselves, we're waking up our hearts. We're saying, did we do anything wrong this year? How could we be better next year? Right? We're knocking on our door, our inner soul in here. So whenever I say tap, that's when you're going to tap. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. On Yom Kippur, it's time to restart. Let's try that again. Tap,
got to get people singing.
Oh,
You know a way to get people singing?
how is
You
that?
do? All right, I'm going to give it over to the Cantor Choir to get people singing. Let's see what they can do for us.
And I'm going to sit down so I'm not blocking them. This is one of the classics. Are
Classic.
you ready? Yeah? All right, here we go. Please
You know it.
rise.
You could join them.
You can stand up, choir.
Yes, you
stand up,
can.
choir. All right, here we go. Sing along song.
Sing along song, come sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Just sing along song with me. Sing along song, come sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Now sing along song with me. Woke up this morning feeling fine. Sang to the morning sun. Let those golden rays pour down and shine on everyone, so they can sing along song. Come sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Just sing along song with me. Rosh Hashanah celebrates the birthday of the world. Apples and honey to sweeten the year for every boy and girl. Everybody now sing along song, now sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Just sing along song with me. Rosh Hashanah starts the year. Hear the shofar blow, telling us that we should act the best way that we know. Sing along song, now sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Just sing along song with me. Yom Kippur reminds us that it is Atonement Day. We are sorry for all the sins that we all chosen to say. Everybody now, sing along song, now sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Sing along song with me. Yom Kippur's a time when we can begin once again. Go to someone we have hurt and say, come, let's be friends. Everybody now sing along song, now sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Just sing along song with me. I'm glad you listened to my song. I hope it made you smile. Whenever you're down, just come around. We can laugh and sing for a while. We can sing along song, now sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Now sing along song with me. Sing along song, now sing along. Sing along song with me. It'll make you smile if you sing for a while. Just sing along song with me. Woohoo! Woohoo!
About being happy, Cantor. Are you happy? I'm happy. Is there a song about
Happy.
being happy?
If you're happy and
And
you,
you know.
oh, that's not the right song. No, we got to do the Jewish prayer about being happy.
do that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Ashrei, you ready?
Is anybody ready to pray in here? Who's ready to pray? Raise your hand. Oh, not everybody's ready. So we have a prayer to allow you to get ready. It's a prayer like a warm-up, like when you exercise, you got to stretch out. Well, we got to stretch out. So I'm going to ask everyone to please stand as you're able for our special song about getting ready to pray. One, God is one. The cantor is one. The rabbi is one. Kristen is one. Everybody's one because you're created in God's image. Now, God doesn't look like anything, but we're created in God's image because you're unique. There's no one in the world just like you. You are special. You are unique. So every time we say this prayer, we remind ourselves that God is special and we are special. And that's something that we share with God, wherever we find God. Seated. I love this prayer. Don't you love this prayer?
Should I stand up or should I do it from my seating position?
Cantor's choice.
Oh, Cantor's choice?
Cantor's choice.
I guess I'll stand up. Sing along if you know it. It's a beautiful piece by Julia Silver. She also wrote the Kol Nidre Night song that we're going to do in just a little bit. Love Adonai them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. Bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon gates. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise, and when you rise, and when you rise.
Now, we would like to invite parents, Alan and Linda, and to come along, Max and Annabelle, with your mom and dad, to lead us in a very special prayer that in a moment the cantor is going to sing. Come on up.
Oh, I guess I should stay facing this way.
Yeah. Oh, right here, Max. Annabelle. Okay, Max. Okay. Not yet.
So much enthusiasm.
Yes, I love that. Go ahead.
Kol Nidre.
Put it up for you.
Yeah, Kol Nidre, all vows. An old and wise prayer was cited by Jews everywhere last night on Yom Kippur evening. Its name is Kol Nidre. Its music is haunting and ancient. Now listen to its sound.
Kol nidrei vesarei v'charamei v'chonamei v'chirusei v'kinuyei u'shevuot.
Do not hold us to our promises to you, O God, if we cannot keep them. For we mean well when we make promises. But you know we are only human, and human beings sometimes forget. Sometimes promise things more than they can keep, and often make mistakes.
All year long, we have been making choices. We had to choose who would be our friends and say who would not. We had to choose what to eat, how to spend our time, what to say, and what to do. We made many choices, but not every choice was a good one. We made mistakes.
Very good, Annabelle. Okay, thanks, everybody. Thank you. You're more than welcome to join along if you know it with our choir.
We're together on Holy Day night. We ask for forgiveness and start the year right. We know it's better to cast away sins. Then once again we begin. And if I mean, I'll say I'm sorry. If I'm wrong, I'll say
I'm going to ask all of you here to continue me responsively. That means I read and then you read. On Rosh Hashanah we think, on Yom Kippur we decide. Who is greedy? Who will be generous? Who spoke evil and who spoke good words? Who cared only for things, possessions, but who will care for people? And this is a special sound of a prayer, once again, like Kol Nidre that we hear.
Oh, I did this last time. I didn't make a note that I needed to do it higher.
That's what I was just thinking that.
Unetane tokef kedushat hayom, ki hu nora le'ayom, uvase malchutecha, ve'ikon bechesed kisecha, ve'teished alav
That is a special song that we only hear on Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah. Now I'm going to ask, are there anybody here with 4 generations with you? How about 3 generations? Raise your hand if you have 3 generations. Whoa! That means a grandparent and a parent and a kid. Anybody have 2 generations? Anybody have a kid with them? Okay. Anybody have just by themselves generation? That's okay too. So this is a special song. We want you to put your arm around someone that you're connected to in the generation. So if you have 3, we should see 3 sets of people. If you have 2, we have 2 sets of people. If you're by yourself, give yourself a big hug. This is a special song. Yep. This is a time to go to your
Go
parents.
sit by your parents.
Yep.
We want you to, and you can stay there after.
Make sure you find the right parent,
You can stay there.
unless you want to switch.
You don't have to come back up right after
We
that.
know our parents well.
Thank you for telling us that, Rachel.
And you all know this, so join in with us, everybody.
This is join in. Yes. Okay, ready, Hope? Yeah. There you go. Perfect. All right.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. L'dor v'dor nagid godlecha. L'dor protect this chain from generation to generation. L'dor v'dor these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our hearts, from the shadow to the waters that would part. We are blessed and we are holy. We are children of your way. And the words that bring us meaning, we will have the strength to say. L'dor v'dor nagid godlecha. L'dor v'dor protect this chain. From generation to generation, the door, these lips will praise your name. The door, Nagi. The door, we protect this chain. From generation to generation, the door, these lips will praise your name.
Does anybody know what confession is? When you make a confession, does anyone know what that means? Mar, do you know what it means? What's a confession? Anybody know what it is? You know what it is? Ava? Right, yes, Ava. It's when you do something wrong and then you admit it and you say that you're sorry. So how many people here did something wrong this year? Everybody raising up. Some people didn't do anything wrong this year? Okay. So it's time for a special prayer called Al-Chet. That means for the thing I did wrong.
Or it can mean if you made a mistake. We're humans, so we all make
Yeah.
mistakes, right?
So when you make a mistake, you say, I'm sorry, and then you do it better next time, right? So here's a list. I'm going to say the Hebrew word Al-Chet Shechatanu, which means I did something wrong, and then we're all going to repeat after me. Here we go. Al-Chet Shechatanu.
Al-Chet Shechatanu.
And now you read, we are sorry for every time. Ready? Al-Chet Shechatanu.
We're sorry.
Shechatanu.
We are sorry.
Al-Chet Shechatanu.
We are sorry.
Al-Chet Shechatanu.
We are sorry.
Al-Chet Shechatanu. Al-Chet Shechatanu. Al-Chet Shechatanu. With thoughts of God in our minds, we are ready to ask for God's forgiveness for these things, for all the things we did wrong. Because everybody does something wrong. We ask for God's forgiveness. Al-Chet Shechatanu. 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 V'al kulam Elohai slichot. Slach lanu, macher lanu, kaper lanu. Join me for the English. For all of these, O God of forgiveness and love. Slach lanu, forgive us. Michal lanu, pardon us. Kaper lanu, make us whole. And now, we're going to hear the cantor. Are you going to do this? A special song again that we only hear on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
They all kulam Elohai selichot Salah lanu mechal lanu kaper lanu. They all kulam Elohai selichot Salah lanu mechal lanu Salah lanu mechal.
And now we're going to take a moment within our own families, and we're going to think about something that maybe we did wrong this year, and we're going to turn to someone in our family and say, for the times I didn't, you're going to say whatever it is. I'm just giving you an example. For the times that I didn't listen to you, salachti, forgive me. So you're going to find something that you did that maybe you want to try to do better next year. Maybe you didn't do something wrong. Maybe you did, but maybe there's something you could be better at. So let's take a few minutes to say something that maybe you did wrong and say, salachti, forgive me. Think about what it might be. Cantor, I'm sorry that Okay, and now you're going to turn to the other person in your family, and everyone's going to say, forgive me in Hebrew, salachti. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And then the other person's going to say, I forgive you. There we go. All about on this holiday. So, Cantor, are we going to invite the kids back? But first, we have a reading. We're going to invite Ross and Julie and Mara and Ayla to come up and do a reading for us. A special reading. Come on up. Look how big you're getting. Look how big she's getting. Oh, my goodness. No.
Do you want to read the first sentence?
With Yom Kippur, we are freed from our mistakes. God freed us from our sins and give us a miracle of the chance to do better next time.
Like in archery, sometimes we miss the target, and so we try again to hit the center of our target.
This is repentance in Judaism.
And it says on the screen, like in basketball, you sometimes miss the basket. Sometimes in baseball, you miss the baseball. But what do? You try to do better next time. That's what Judaism says it's all about. We have to just try to do better next time. Now, I think I have a story, so if you want to get up and come over here, I got a little story to share with you. Yeah. Come on over here. You got to be down here so I can see everybody. Come on up. Everybody sit on the floor over here. Everybody's invited, whatever age you are. If you're 5 or if you're 105, you're invited. Whatever age you are. 5, 105, 75, 95, 5, 10, 7, 4, whatever your age is. 8 and a half, whatever your age is. Come on up, everybody. All right, what a group. Whoa, this is awesome. Would anybody like to hear a story? Okay. This is a story from a long, long time ago. In a village far, far away. And it's an amazing story. You're not going to believe this. I can't wait either, Max. What if I do believe it? What happened in a synagogue every year during the Yom Kippur service, the rabbi would disappear. The rabbi would disappear. No one knew. The rabbi would go and the cantor would just be chanting and everyone says, "Where's the rabbi?" No one could find the rabbi. They went to the rabbi's office and he wasn't there. They couldn't find the rabbi. And every year the same thing happened. During the Yom Kippur service, the rabbi was gone. And everybody in the congregation said, "Where'd the rabbi go? We need to know where the rabbi went." And every year they kept saying, "We need to know, we need to know, we need to know." And finally, Rebecca, she was a really smart girl, she said, "What I'm going to do," they noticed that every year the rabbi went into his office and then he disappeared. Went into his office and he disappeared. And they didn't know. And Rebecca, being the smart girl that she was, she had an idea. She had a plan. She was going to go one year and hide under the rabbi's desk. And when the rabbi came into the office, she would see where the rabbi went because he disappeared every year. So that year, Rebecca very quietly went into the rabbi's office and opened up the one, and she hid underneath the desk in back of the chair. Rebecca, yeah, could be anybody. And all of a sudden, she was going to determine and tell everyone in the congregation, where did the rabbi go? And before that, do you know what they said? They said, the people thought that the rabbi went up to heaven to see God on Yom Kippur. They thought the rabbi went up in the sky to heaven to see God. And Rebecca, no, the rabbi came back. But they want to know where the rabbi was. So Rebecca hid in the office. She was going to finally find out if God went up to heaven, that the rabbi went up to heaven to visit God. She was going to finally be the one to find out. So that one famous year on Yom Kippur, she hid under the desk. During the service, she noticed the rabbi's door open. And she saw the rabbi come in the office. And she saw the rabbi sit on the rabbi's couch. And she saw the rabbi take off his shoes. The rabbi took off his shoes. The rabbi took off his shirt. He even took off his pants. And she saw him put on some old pants and a big work shirt and some big shoes. And she saw the rabbi go and take an axe from a drawer and put it on his shoulder. And the rabbi was off. She thought, I got to follow the rabbi. I got to see where the rabbi's going. If the rabbi's going to heaven to see God, I'm going to have to tell all the people. So Rebecca very quietly followed the rabbi, and she noticed the rabbi walking down a dirt road. And when the rabbi finally got to the end of the dirt road, there was a big house. And in the house, as he went outside, he noticed it was snowing. And it was so cold. I know it's hard when you're in Florida to imagine this. It's snowing, and it was really, really cold out. And the rabbi had his boots and his work shirt and everything, and he went up to the of the door, and he scraped off the ice from the window, and Rebecca followed him and stood behind him so he couldn't see her. And she looked, and she noticed that inside the house, there was an older lady inside the house. And what happened is the older lady opened the door, and she looked at the rabbi and said, shook her head, and then the rabbi turned around and took his axe, and he went into the forest, and he stopped chopping a tree. He chopped it, and he chopped the tree down, and then he took the tree and he cut it into logs. He cut it into logs and scooped down and carried the wood into the lady's house. And she opened the door, and the rabbi went in. Rebecca, peering in the window, saw the rabbi took the wood and put it in the older woman's stove to keep warm because it was so cold outside. He put the wood in the stove, and the woman relaxed, and she was very warm and comfortable and nice in her house. And Rebecca thought, wow, this is amazing. The rabbi went in and helped the woman and made sure that she was warm and she had a fire and she had a place to cook and that she would be okay. And so the rabbi went back to the synagogue, and Rebecca followed him. He went back in his office, took off his clothes, put on his rabbi clothes again, and went back in the congregation. And everyone was so excited to hear what Rebecca found out. And so Rebecca came in, and from the back of the room, the congregation stopped. Everybody stopped. It was silence. And all of a sudden, a man in the congregation says, well, tell us, Rebecca, did the rabbi go to heaven to meet God? Did the rabbi go to heaven during our service? Is that where the rabbi goes every day? And Rebecca turned to everyone in the congregation and said, nope. They said, what do you mean? The rabbi didn't go to heaven to see God? And Rebecca said, no. The rabbi went even higher. He went even higher because he helped a woman. He helped someone, and he saved her life, and he protected her. And that's even higher than even seeing God. To help another person is even higher than seeing God. And so the congregation know every year the rabbi would leave during Yom Kippur, and every year, someone in the congregation would say, "Is the rabbi going to heaven and seeing God?" And everyone in the congregation would say, "Nope, he's going even higher, even higher." And that's the story, that if you help someone, or you're nice to someone, that you're going even higher than God in the heaven. And that's the story. So if you see me leaving today, if you see me leaving, you'll probably know why. Okay, in case I leave. Yeah, very high up. Okay, let's everyone turn to your seats. Very high, even higher. Even higher, even higher. Even higher. Even higher.
Now I want to know, how high would it be?
Very, very, very high. And now, where'd the canner go? Did the canner leave? Where'd the canner go? Did she go even higher? Where'd the canner go? Canner, where are you? Where? Oh, I thought the canner left and I was going to have to sing. Dr. Sakharoff and I were going to have to sing, and whoa, that'd be even lower. Thank God for the canner.
Hey,
All
you
right.
guys chanted Torah just
Are we gonna?
fine. You
Are
could
we gonna?
sing.
What are we gonna do here, Canner? Are we gonna invite?
We're not.
We have two people that grew up here and did stuff in the congregation, and they're teenagers, and they like to hang out because and one of them was actually in the choir. I won't embarrass them, but I wonder who they are. Wonder what we're gonna do, Canner. What are we gonna do now?
I think it's Avinu Malkeinu.
You think so? I think. But don't we need people to open up the ark doors?
Oh, that's true, Rabbi. That's true.
Because I'm going to ask Addie and Isabel. Izzy, come on up and open up the ark doors. Come on, Addie and Isabel. Come on, Izzy, come on up. Because they grew up here. They're teenagers. You could be a teenager too one day. Parents should be happy. You're going to have teenagers. We're going to ask everyone to please stand as you're able for the special prayer that we're now going to do together. Come on up. Come on, Addie. Come on,
I'm
Isabel.
gonna stay right here.
Come on, open the doors. Yep, you can do it. They're professionals. Yeah. Addie and Isabel, teenagers. So I'm going to have you repeat after me. Okay? Are we ready, Ken, or are you back?
I'm back.
How was it?
It was good.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone repeat after me. Avinu Malkeinu,
Avinu Malkeinu,
our guardian and guide.
our guardian and guide.
We pray for a good new year.
We pray for a good new year.
Avinu Malkeinu,
Avinu Malkeinu,
our guardian and guide.
our guardian and guide.
Help us to be good. And the year will be good.
And the year will be good.
Avinu Malkeinu,
Avinu Malkeinu,
our guardian and guide.
our guardian and guide.
Help us to be new, and the year will be new.
Help us to be new, and the year will be new.
Avinu Malkeinu,
Avinu Malkeinu,
our guardian and guide.
our guardian and guide.
In this new year,
In this new year,
give us more love and understanding.
give us more love and understanding.
Avinu Malkeinu,
Avinu Malkeinu,
give all of us more love,
give all of us more love,
more friendship,
more friendship,
and peace.
and peace.
Avinu Malkeinu,
Avinu Malkeinu,
our guardian and guide.
our guardian and guide.
Inscribe us
Inscribe us.
in the book of life for blessing.
Inscribe life for blessing. Avinu Malkeinu, Konenu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Konenu Vanenu, Ki ein banu masim. Avinu Malkeinu, Konenu Vanenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Konenu Vanenu, Ki ein banu
Please be seated. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice job.
We'd like to invite the Porges family to lead us in a special reading. Come on up. We have Jessica and Max and Valen and Darren to join us.
The High Holy Days are a time to remember a lot of things. We remember the promises we made and kept, and the promises we made and did not keep. We remember the ways we hurt people and the ways we helped people.
We are truly sorry if we said things that we did not mean to say. We are truly sorry if we got angry and spoke out when we should have been silent.
Very wise words. Thank you, Porges family. And now it's time for our final confession. On Yom Kippur, we say, Slicha, I am sorry. It seems easier to say, I am sorry, when others are saying it too. We must all learn to say, Slicha. Can you say that? Slicha, that's great. For a few moments, think to yourself, what did I do that might have hurt someone? Turn to your parents, grandparents, friends, brothers, sisters, whoever's sitting beside you. Give those family members hugs. Now, repeat after me, looking at each other, saying to each other, Slicha, I am sorry. For anything I might have said that hurt you, I am sorry. For anything I might have done that hurt you, I am sorry. For anything I forgot to do that I should have done, I am sorry. Slicha, please forgive me. From deep inside, from our heart of hearts, with all the love we have to offer, let us say to one another, Salachti, I forgive you. Oh, that's awesome. And now now that we're kind of a little bit better than we were before, it's appropriate to do the Mishe Beirach, the prayer for being better. I think many of you know this.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach, Imotenu, Mikol Abracha, Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Amen. And we invite our choir to come back up, to help us to close this wonderful time that we spent together, this Yom Kippur. Come on back up, everybody. Come on up, 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 come on up, come on up, come on up, up.
Hello.
And we're going to ask all of you to please stand as you're able, as one community and congregation. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks to our teen choir. Thanks to our amazing cantor who does the teen choir. Let's hear it for the cantor. Yeah. And one of our favorite songs to end, we ask you to join together for the feeling of family, the feeling of community, the feeling of starting a fresh new year. Up, is everybody ready? Are everybody ready? Is BP ready? Okay. Okay. I think BP's ready. Okay, is everybody ready? Here we go.
It's very important that BP is ready.
BP has to be ready.
Good BP.
We wish everyone a great, great new year, a great rest of your holiday. Gamar Chatima Tova, may you be sealed for a good year.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, everyone. You ready for Shema Kolenu? Gotta stand up. Stand up, everybody. There we go. Here we go.
Everybody join in with our choir.
With humility and graciousness we stand before you. The days have made us weary and unsure.
And although we made mistakes, the truth is we adore you, and we ask that you forgive us anymore.
Shema Kolenu, hear our voices. Adonai Eloheinu, the one and only God. Have compassion on us, your children, and with compassion hear our prayer.
If you look into our eyes, you'll find a quest for learning. If you look into our hearts, you'll find true love.
If you look inside our souls, you'll find a constant burning. It's the fire that's been kindled from above.
Shema Kolenu, hear our voices. Adonai Eloheinu, the one and only God. Have compassion on us, your children, and with compassion hear our prayer.
And if we stray, don't push us away. Help us to return to what is right. We know that it's late, but we're willing to wait for your answer, for your blessing, for your love.
Here we go. Shema Kolenu, hear our voices. Adonai Eloheinu, our one and only God. Have compassion on us, your children, and with compassion hear our prayer. Shema Kolenu, hear our voices. Our one and only God, have compassion on us, your children, and with compassion hear our prayer. Good Yontif, good Yontif, good Yontif. Choir Gray.